Welcome to the race day vlog. It's actually the night before and we're about to do all of our fueling, which is a perfect chance to document. So, come along for my first Ironman 70.3.
Ready.
You just feel it. You just talk to her.
You ready, chicken? You Aussies are crazy.
If it's not like, then you know it's good. Alright, optimal
Chicken temperature.
Vlog. Say hello to Sam. Sam, don't go running away.
Hello.
Sam's my beefhead mum. She's come all the way down to Galveston to take care of me this weekend. Make sure I've got everything I need, which I'm about to take you through. She's went and got us all dinner. She's cooking and monitoring our chicken from HEB.
Shout out HEB.
And she brought all my subs, which we're about to put in bottles and sachets now, ready for the race. Okay, come have a look at everything we've got for this weekend. We've got Go Bars, which I will have alongside my banana first thing in the morning. I've got G&M Sport, which I'm about to put in the bottles right now. I've got some creatine, because I'm never missing a day of creatine, alongside some Endurance Essentials. They're my everyday vitamins. I've got electrolytes, Flight, it's actually for Maddie, it's not necessarily for me. And then we've got some whey protein isolate, because we might have a little sweet treat tonight with some yogurt, with some cereal, to wash down our beautiful chicken, which is nearly ready. Nearly missed the most important. I've got a mixed bag of gels. 2 of these, which I can take on my run and my ride tomorrow.
So how much G&M are you going to put in the bottles?
It's a great question. Now, I was going to put 2 scoops in each, which would give me 20 grams of carbs per scoop, so 40, and then if I have a gel each hour as well. But Joey was telling me that he did 4 scoops in one bottle, but then had just water in the other bottle. So it'd be like sweet, strong, thick consistency in one, but then he would like wash it down with straight water instead of having like sweetness in his palate the whole time. And so I'm kind of thinking about that, but
it's a risky game.
It's a risky game, but Joey, the thing is I could also get water from like an aid station, or that's also kind of scary, like on the move. We decided we're sticking with our guns. And we're going with 2 and 2. 2 scoops of G&M in each bottle, and then I'll have the gel each hour, and then that'll hopefully be like roughly a 2.5 hour bike. And then when I get back from my run, or from my bike, I'll have a gel right before I start my run, and then I'll have another gel about 45 minutes into my run, and that will be my fueling strategy. Dinner. We've got a packet of rice from HEB. Do you know how much it was? Don't worry about it. There's a bunch of rice in there. I had another whole packet of rice just on its own whilst the chicken was cooking and we're waiting for the thermometer. I've got, I guess what you call somewhat of a Greek-ish salad, and then half an avocado alongside my seasoned chicken. That will be my dinner. I obviously haven't taken you through anything else I've had today, but I will definitely have either some Cheerios, or I'll have like a protein sludge bowl. I'll probably stick with the Cheerios, more carbohydrates than protein, because that is what I'll need for tomorrow. Oh, actually I've got bagels with peanut butter and jelly. I've been smacking some of them recently. Anyway, let's eat. We're packing tri-suit, wetsuit, we'll put them on in the morning. Then I'm going to put in bike shoes, my socks are already in the shoes. I'm going to put in my helmet as well. That's basically my bike salute. The bike's already there, my bottles are in the fridge, I'll get them in the morning, don't let me forget. Then swim, I've got 2 pairs of goggles, a brand new pair and an older pair. I think I'm going to rock the brand new pair. Tee-hee. Then Roka swimming cap with my number on it, 116. That is all I need for the swim, so I'll be wearing that in the morning. Then run, I've got my hat, and then sunglasses which will be laid out, waiting, ready to go. And then my running bib. Then I'm running in the Hoka Rocket 3 tomorrow. I do have a pair of New Balance Fuel Cell Elites in there as well, but I think I'm going to rock with these. And then I need my ankle chip, which...
Just there.
Where? Or just here. Ankle chip. I also have bike pump, just to double check that my tires are pumped in the morning. And then I'll put all my fuel in a separate bag, bottles, gels, and then those running shoes because they're not going to fit in this bag.
Good morning. Good morning. But what's on today? Wednesday.
So good. Okay, not a lot. 5 hours 51, but 83% recovery. Let's go.
Is this a warm-up or just practice?
I don't have any bands or anything, so try to warm my shoulders a little bit, bro.
Fit check. Cool.
When we get there, is go straight to my bike and set up my fueling, make sure it's all in my bottle, my bike, then lay out my towel, my bike shoes, my running shoes, my hat, my sunnies, just got everything. And then once that's locked, then we'll walk over to the swim start line. Put my wetsuit on, my cap and goggles on, and then wait just to jump in.
All right, we are riding up against 6:20 a.m. here, guys, at Ironman 74.3, Texas.
Picture? Oh, absolutely, dude. Nice to meet you. Bailey, what's your name? Simon. What's your name, dude? Adriana. Nice to meet you, boys. Alright, good luck. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Have fun. You too.
yourself, my man. You'll never be what is in your heart. Weep, little lion man. You're not as brave as you were at the start. Rate yourself and rake yourself. Take all the courage you have. Waste it on fixing all the problems that you made in your own head. But it was not your fault but mine. And it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time. Didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? yourself, my man. You know that you have seen this all before. Tremble, little lion man, you'll never settle any of your scores. Your grace is wasted in your face, your boldness stands alone among the wreck. Now learn from your mother, or I'll spend your days biting your own neck. But it was not your fault but mine.
Spectators, you guys are doing a great job. Helping everybody get to that finish line like Ben Benson. He's from Brooklyn.
Ideally, that'd be like a deload week for you, and you would just like be fresh for this.
No, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Okay, race recap. Ironman 70.3, Galveston, Texas. 5 hours, 27 minutes, 8 seconds. Now, going into this race, I was under no illusion that I had the most optimal prep. I hadn't run for nearly 6 months. I've only introduced running the last 2 weeks. Had done zero speed work. Just done a couple of like 5 to 8K runs in Australia. I think did 2 of them. And then in America, I've done 2 8-mile runs, which was like 13 kilometers. That's all I've done in 6 months. Granted, both of those, like all of those kind of felt okay. On my injury, my fitness felt like somewhat decent, but that's all the running I've done since December. I've been swimming a lot, I've been biking a lot, which has been great. I've had a big week this week at the Hybrid Boys camp. I then have been like, you'll hear from some of the videos last night, like even how congested I've kind of had a bit of a flu. And then it's just, there's been a bunch of factors that meant going to the race, I didn't expect to do anything crazy. You still kind of hope for the best, but yeah, it caught up with me a little bit. So let's start at the start. Swim, I went in the wave of like 40 to 43 minutes estimated time, and I came out at like 39 minutes and 11 seconds. Let me just like double check that. 39 minutes, 10 seconds for an average of a 2:02 per 100 meter split. Now I think that is like, in terms of the split, I'm pretty sure the only other triathlon I've done, which is the Olympic distance, so 1500 meters, I think I averaged like 2:09 or 2:10 or something like that. So to go down to 2:02 for an extra 500 meters or 400 meters is definitely a step in the right direction. With respect though, it's still pretty slow. So there's lots of room for improvement on that one. The bike I did in 2 hours and 38 minutes and 30 seconds. My first half was definitely faster than my second half. Not that I had the wind going with me either way. I feel like the wind was kind of pushing, because you're on the water, the wind, you kind of get a headwind both ways, because it's like so intense, you don't get like a head and a tail. But I pushed the first half really hard because I knew my swim was ass. And then second half, I definitely slowed down a little bit. I felt like the wind was maybe a bit stronger on the way back. Anyway, I was kind of hoping for around 2.5 hours. 2:38 is what I ended up with at a 34 kilometer per hour split. And then the run. So I got back from the bike and the swim, and I had like an hour 36, I think, until I was kind of secretly trying to go as close as possible to 5 hours. And I had like, an hour 36 left until the 5 hour mark. And I knew if I held a 4:30 pace, that was going to give me like I think it's like an hour 35 half marathon. And I was very, optimistic that I'd be able to do that. It's not like terribly fast. Like I've run a marathon at a 4:17. I'm like, it's half of that, and I'm going to add an extra 15 seconds. I know I haven't been running, but surely 4:30s I can hold for a little bit. So I started at that, 4:20s, 4:25s, kind of settled into 4:30s, and then I very quickly realized that I was in a bit of trouble. Yeah, it was, by the time we got to the run, it was like unbelievably hot. So you can see
my tan lines on my forehead and my from my sunglasses. It was like beaming down, so it was hot, and I just started getting like my body temperature just got like very, very hot, and then like very early I started like cramping like in my like my stomach, my abs, and then I was like, oh, this is like not a good sign. Then that cramping kind of turned into my triceps, more my like obliques and lower backs as well, and I was just like, oh no, like it makes it very hard to breathe. Only time I've ever had this is the Gold Coast Marathon, where I like ran 35 Ks, and then the last 7 kilometers I was like in a world of hurt and basically had to drop back to a really slow pace. Same thing happened today, but the slow pace dropped back with a lot more kilometers to go. So anyway, my average run, the half marathon took me 2 hours, 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Not my best effort. 5 minute, 42 minute per kilometer pace, which is definitely not the full 30s I was kind of hoping for, but I went out with it, held it as long as I could, and then it kind of just went into survival mode. From there, I wanted to quit so badly. My God, I don't know if I've ever wanted to stop something halfway. Once you realize you're not going to hit your goal and you're kind of in that much pain and discomfort, it was torture to keep going. But Maddie wouldn't have let me stop if I wanted to, but we got it done. Finished it off 5 hours 27 minutes and like 8 seconds. So not a bad first attempt. I am proud of my effort. Like, yeah, the only thing I can really control is my effort, and I absolutely gave my best with what I had. But that is a summary of my race. So my favorite leg is definitely the bike, hands down. But in saying that, so because I'm in Austin for a month, or Texas for a month, I brought my road bike, which is much easier to ride more socially, where you can do climbs and there's lots of turns. You're riding in around the city. It's better to like ride with friends. The TT bike, obviously, which I've got on the trainer back at home, is like designed for time trials or like triathlons for racing. So that would be a much better option. The TT bike, the biggest benefit of that, it's more aerodynamic, but that one also has been fitted perfectly to me, where this bike, although it's kind of fitted for me for a road bike position, I've just like put on a set of clip-on aero bars on the front that have no real customization. So I just kind of set them up and then I hop on it. So if you look at some of the clips of me riding, I'm very crammed, lots of art like rounding in my back, so my lower back was properly uncomfortable on that bike, which then I think impacts the run a little bit as well and potentially contributes to some of the cramping. I think the cramping, I just think that I've been in somewhat of a deficit. I've been like a little bit unwell. I haven't slept a lot this week. I had a green recovery last night, which was awesome. The last 2 nights I've been good, but all week at Hybrid Boys, I was sleeping like 4 hours-ish a night. Couldn't fall asleep till like 2 a.m. And then we were up at like 5 or 6. And then we were training really hard all week as well. Nick got a bit unwell. Then Dan got a little bit unwell. He raced High Rocks on Friday. And then I was like a bit unwell by the end of the week and then just raced today on Sunday. So there was a few factors. It just wasn't like sometimes the stars all align. And there was just a few things where the stars just didn't align, but I wouldn't change like any of it. Like the week I've had leading up to this with the boys was like so much fun. Yes, maybe I wish I brought my TT bike, but also no regrets because I'm not taking this race overly seriously anyway. I still gave my best effort, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's not like I put this race in the calendar and I've done a crazy prep with a set goal time like I haven't run for the last 6 months. So I just wanted to rip in, have a go, get some experience, and that's exactly what I did. Now, this kind of like recap or summary is by no means to make like any excuses, just to provide some insight as to like what my experience was like, what I was happy with, what I was unhappy with, and even though I didn't really have a goal time, I am definitely kind of somewhat disappointed in my results. But in saying that, in this evolution of Bailey O'Brien as an athlete, I want to be hybrid. I want to do a bunch of different things, and like I've openly spoken about, the more things you do, the harder it is to specialize. And I feel like, yeah, training for triathlon has been so fun, and it's something I will continue to do. I love running, I love swimming, I love biking, and hopefully by providing some insight into the lead up to this race and then the race itself, it actually encourages people to maybe sign up for their first one, or provide some insight on mistakes I made so you don't make the same mistakes. That's all this channel is about. It's just like living my life, documenting it, hopefully inspiring, hopefully educating, or motivating people to go out and do it themselves and not just watch it through the screen. So although I'm a little bit disappointed, and although there's some factors that didn't go perfectly, I'm not down in the dumps at all. It's just part of the journey, and I had so much fun in the lead up to get here, training with people, and becoming a better athlete. And then race day is just the cherry on top to see what you've got in the tank. And today my tank was a little bit empty, but I'm gonna put some more fuel in it, and then we're gonna go again.
Perfect.
But for now, I'm gonna hang up the togs, put the goggles away. I'm not putting the runners away, they need to stay out. The bike would definitely stay out and get some love. I do love the bike. But we're about to head into some High Rocks prep. Again, I need to build my running back up gradually, which is why I'm not doing the last minute standing ultra, and Maddie's taking my place for that. But I'm now at a point where I've run the last 2 weeks. I've just done my longest run in a long time with a half marathon. I need to be smart with how I go about this now, give my body some time to recover, get my rehab back on track, and then I want to start a build for High Rocks, which High Rocks is a running race, so I need to build my running volume back up, and I'm excited for that. And then after the High Rocks build, we'll see what happens there. But hopefully my running's good, my fitness is good, then we can see where we go. This vlog is going to come out the day after my race. Quick hand for Maddie. Hey! But we have been documenting my first week in Austin, the travel here, some of the week of the hybrid boys, and the lead up to the race as well. So we're going to bring that out after this first one, because we want to get the race recap out straight away, so you have some insights as to why I ran so slow. But yes, this will come out first, then we'll have the first week in Austin, and then we've got a bunch more content coming out after that. Thank you so much for tuning in for this triathlon prep series. It wasn't this crazy, rigid, prep where I had to hit X, Y, Z sessions, but it was definitely a prep where I swam more than I've ever swam before, I biked more than ever biked before, and I gave myself a chance to do as well as I could, and I very much enjoyed it, so I hope you have enjoyed it too. I still will be getting swimming lessons here and there, because my swimming needs some serious work, and lots of people can relate to me on that one. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed this little series, but don't go anywhere, because we've got some more exciting things in the works. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and we'll see you in the next one.